the big house, Michigan Stadium. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Throwing, Underwood floats it out in space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll go to the counter, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be calling a hot route. He'll try it again. Got enough for the first. Open space at the 25. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They go play action. Bryce Underwood now sliding to his left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
On the ground with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Finds his man. It's Wallace. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Makes it past the marker. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Might as well give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off. Snags it, and there's running room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Looking for a man. It's Beck. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On the direct snap, it's Hansen. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They punted away on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. Snatches it on the run. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Wallace. Powers through the defender. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give to the running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. To the air. It's Beck. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Underwood to throw. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Runs through a tackle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Trying to run, it's Marshall. Got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Beck. That's caught. It's Wallace. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. The run inside. It's Wallace. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Lions will call on their punt team. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Play fake, Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Beck. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Sowell. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got him this time. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Marshall. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Play action with Underwood. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Tigers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Snags it, and he's open. Takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be...
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. The corners are walked up tight. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The 18 unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Beck. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, that is such great third down defense.
See, wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Off play action. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, that's a rough rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Underwood in the gun on third down. Fires quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to...
He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Underwood on the play action. Fires to the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the move, it's Wallace. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Pulls and fires complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. He'll try the left side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physical.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Makes the grab. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. He's got it. Runs through the tackle. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading in.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
Now on the move. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the run deep down the right side. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So here comes the Michigan offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. The give and tick, 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 tick. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Second down coming up. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Hansen. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out.
He's going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Play fake, Underwood. Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Play action with Underwood. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off play action on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guy.
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better.